Will you please report to the front of the convoy to the lost and found section? We found your laptop.
What's going on, chat? I'm back. Give me a little bit. I'm gonna go set up. I gotta get on my corner over here. Actually, we're gonna go right off front row today. What's going on, sir?
I'm a little bit hungover.
Oh man, that's never good. Bless you.
Okay, cool. Thank you, darling.
Guys, I'm just gonna set up here. I'm just standing in the middle of like everybody right now. I feel weird. No problem, guys. Let's take some shout outs here. We got Perky, Mojo, KB, Jenny, Sheila, Charlene, Wendy, Sue, Jeff, Chris, IW, DBT, Sheila, said that one already. Joe, Valecki, what's up, man? Ohio. Keeping your head straight. What's going on, everybody? Cuba, anytime, man. Just us pals. If I missed you, sorry. I'm going to catch up with you in the chat in a minute. Man, Leanne, you know, my voice is still a little bit of a wreck. We got a Hong Kong from Winnipeg. Tampa's in the house. Good morning, Wisconsin. Kim, how are you, bud? You just got home from Hagerstown.
Their sufferings.
Nope.
If I die for the Lord, that's my time.
I'm gonna set everybody up, go grab some coffee, and come back, watch the family gather here. Sorry. Excuse me, my throat is just shot. Yeah, guys, you know, early bird gets the worm, you know. How's everybody doing this morning?
Hey, you know what the early worm gets?
What's that?
Gets soaked to the farmer.
Honey, can you get my charging cable out of the car? The new one that I got? Yeah, thank you. All right. Good morning, good morning, good morning. All right, DBJ, Chen, Mrs. P. I got the sun right in my eyes, guys. Don't mind me. I can barely read the chats. What I'm going to do is I'm going to hook you up with this view, let you watch the family gather here for the meeting, come to breakfast, and then I'm going to go grab some coffee. I'll be back in like 5 minutes. You guys hang out and chat amongst yourselves, and I'll be right back. What up, Doc?
Hey, buddy. Can I tell you what I'm doing here? I got kicked off Facebook 3 times on Joey Fields, Hagerstown, Maryland. Look, so what I did was I was making 40 videos to be funny. So I got kicked off 3 times. So when I got kicked off the last time, there was a black walnut tree that fell down in my yard. So I took my chainsaw, cut it up into pieces, and put it on my, I got the 27 club, all those rock and roll people died at age 27. So these are good luck walnut charms to put in your vehicle.
Love it.
Oh, this is a square. One?
Our truck. The last couple of days, our truck has had her abused. Nothing she can't handle, but it has sad.
Yeah.
Nothing she can't handle. Does a lot.
Oh, shit. I'm on the sign. Hey, guys, I made the sign. Check that out.
Nothing she can't handle, but it is sad to me because this truck does a lot for us and those we are of service.
That is awesome.
First, she is a farm truck. I love when people cheer to see her haul what will be their food or the equipment utilized to grow their food. She hauls our seed for planting and all of our fertilizers for the fields. She sits in the dust of a field to be loaded with seed after we harvest, and it takes that seed into our flour mill. Our truck is how we provide people a way to feed themselves bread, pasta, and other pastry delights. On our farm, she also hauls equipment from one field to the next. She is busy moving everything from tractors, loaders, to dozers. Between all the other runs for seed and fertilizer, she is on the go constantly. She is never idle. Second, she is first responder truck for the fire equipment. I can say see people cheer when they see her come to save the forest and homes. She is an instant hero and is often waved in an impromptu parades held by grateful towns. Most don't know that Dozer are privately hired with a truck to fight fire for the Forest Service and state fire agencies. These trucks maneuver in and out of country that make four-wheelers cringe. We do our best to keep her paint nice, but occasionally she scrapes trees and other debris to get equipment offloaded and fighting fire in forest and around homes. All those scrapes and chips are badges of honor when a family has a home to return to or a forest to enjoy. Now, she's a convoy truck. I can say this has been one of the greatest honors. From California to the states east, she has been cheered and praised. She's also been given a heavier load to haul than normal. She carries with her the hopes and dreams of freedom from Americans that come to meet her. They ask that she deliver their message to Washington, D.C. This is where her load has pushed her to the limit. She's been mocked and ridiculed, egged, had water bottles thrown at her body, had nails thrown under the tires, bricks and rocks thrown from around the bridges to damage her frame. But still she runs. Like the flag she flies, she's given strength from the hope that country's Americans. I understand why she is the symbol of hope. America clings. Only a truck is capable of carrying such a load through the harshest environment. Hate, intolerance, and vengeance, and tyranny. We trust trucks with our food, goods, and necessities. It only makes sense we task them to carry out. I pray our trucks be equal to the task they are given. I pray God continues to bless these symbols of hope for America and people of the world. May God bless us all as we stay the course. I pray in Jesus. Amen.
Amen. Guys, I'm not going to D.C. today. I might go around the Beltway or something, but I'm not trying to go into the city. We might go for a ride. I got to see how it plays out. But as you see, we made the sign. Me and Mr. Saznak behind me. We're up on that poster
People
there.
have become the news.
See that?
We're the news.
What are we doing? We're on the sign, sir. Cool. That should be good for publicity, huh? Cool. Not bad.
Not bad.
I can dig it. That's the first time I've seen something like that. Right?
Here we go, folks. Hey, look at this. I didn't even notice it.
Yeah.
Look.
Yeah, brother. Mr. Saznak in the house. Everybody's here. Look at first responders getting that. You got it, brother. Got it.
What? Oh, you're good.
Yeah. That's cool to see. Thanks, Big Ange. Appreciate that for making that sign. You know, it really gets the word out. Appreciate all the support. Shout out to Big Ange. Make sure you go on her page to like, share, subscribe. Awesome, awesome.
Good morning, sir. How you doing? Hey, how are you? Had a good night. Little man love here. Yeah, good night sleep. Oh yeah, I've been sleeping like a rock. I've been getting so sleepy. I so deep sleep I'm actually dreaming and stuff. Wow. It's not dreaming right now. You get up another hour and a half.
Thank you guys so much for being in the room. Like, share, subscribe. You see the sign at the bottom there? Go to all those channels. Check them out. Because if our stream goes down, go to one of theirs. So that way you get to see every little minute of this. We don't want to miss anything, right?
The red one. The red and white one. Yeah, you got it.
How's everybody doing out there? Let me know in the chat. You having a good morning? Shout out to Fry TV Now. Shout out to the 420 Company. Shout out to Jeff Mack. Thanks for restreaming. The more you guys put that information out there, the more people get to hear it. Appreciate you guys.
Because it's loud.
Where's the racism? I'm not sure. I don't see any here. If you're talking about that incident from yesterday with the biker, that's his own personal beliefs, not the organization's beliefs. And that's in my life.
Y'all hear me back there?
All right, let's get these guys.
Yeah, just gotta talk in it, man. You gotta act like you rock.
Gotta yell in it, Marcus.
Yeah! Good morning, everybody!
Actually, mine's pretty loud too.
Good morning!
Gotta talk you to it.
All right, is this a loud test or what?
Right, can you hear me now?
Dueling Dangos.
Oh,
now there's
it's
dueling microphones
Patriot Ron.
apparently.
Patriot Ron, R-O-N.
Everybody hear me okay back there? Okay, because it sounds really quiet from up here.
Get a little closer.
Mike.
I'm all but yelling.
I'm telling you, you gotta talk right into it. These are loud.
Into it, but I feel like I'm yelling at it.
You need a mic. You need a bullhorn, Mike.
Here. This one works really well. Tell him, Laura.
Nice fresh batteries in that sucker.
Doesn't matter what happens, the woman always has the answer.
Yeah, you guys better clap out there.
Hey, good morning, everybody. How are we doing this morning?
We're good.
Are you ready for a good day?
Yes, sir.
That's good. If you guys weren't here last night, we got some entertainment coming in here this evening, and we're going to run a convoy today, but we're going to do it kind of short order. We're going to go into town, up, down 495, up 395, and let them block us off with their dump trucks and everything, and then come back down 295 south to 95 and 495 south back to 270, so we make it a little bit of a shorter day. The one thing I'm going to ask, because it's a weekend, and if you've never been to DC on the weekend, there's nobody that really matters as far as government goes in DC after Friday morning.
Nobody that matters in DC.
It's a bunch of tourists and stuff. So if you go into DC and you get into town, try not to disrupt their touristing too awful much, because they're not our problem. The people that we don't like aren't there. Just go drive around and let your flags and your signs speak for speak for why you're down there, and try not to disrupt our fellow Americans too much that are trying to take the city in also.
Morning, Salty.
I'm going to address it one more time real quick, since there's more people here than there was last night with it taking so long to get fuel. But the comment that was made yesterday morning, because it's created quite a buzz on our movement here, about tar and feathering a certain road in D.C. is not going to happen as the People's Convoy, okay? I can't control individuals, but it is not going to happen as part of this convoy, because quite frankly, that does absolutely nothing for what we're doing here. So, for all the fake news out there, I just want to make that clear. You can take that little tidbit and twist it how you want, because we all know you're going to. But that is not going to happen, okay? Just so we all know. At least not as the convoy. So, with that being said, I'm excited for today. The sun's out. There's a little bit of chance of rain here this evening, but I don't think that's gonna let us keep our spirits down. We're gonna go out and have a good day driving, and come back and enjoy some good food and some good music and everybody's company. And I've already met quite a number of people that have been able to come in for the weekend to see what we got going on here and join us and be a part of this, and that makes me extremely happy that we're still so far into this, and I see a huge crowd of people still standing out here. So for the fringe minority, good on you. That's right, freedom. And as Brian would say, they work for us. There you go. There was a lost phone that was brought to me that someone's looking. Did you find it?
Mike.
Okay, where's the guy with the lost phone? Oh, there he is.
Go see him.
Is it yours?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh.
If you can unlock it, you can have it.
I know, right?
We know her. We know her.
She's ready.
Now, they asked me about it last night. They're like, you know whose phone this is? I'm like, yeah, sure. Yeah.
Got it. I knew it'd show up someday.
I know there's a couple people around that have some flags they want signed. Anybody that's run the convoy consistently knows there's an old fella down on 270 that walks out of the woods pretty much every day with a flag and watches us. So I know there's a lady around here trying to get a flag signed by everybody. Oh, there she is. And she's pushing. She'll make sure you sign it. Don't worry.
Oh, good morning to you too.
Those are your words, not mine. Oh, man. So, you know, as I said last night, there's more people here now, so we're going to go over it one more time, but we're making steps in the right direction. Yesterday, I know everybody got a little more hate as they were driving around, maybe, as what we've seen in the past, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. To me, that shows that people are getting irritated, maybe irritated at us, which we're obviously not the problem. The cops blocking the roads is the problem, but we continue to do this. Those people are eventually going to start getting on the cops and their, local authorities like the mayor and stuff like that. And then that's how they end up listening to us. Until you irritate them enough, they're just going to pretend we don't exist. So we're just going to keep irritating them, Like a little kid, you tell something and they ask why, and you give them an answer, and they ask why, and they ask why, and they ask why, and they ask why, and you finally just get irritated, and so that's where the government's about going to be, hopefully, is they're going to get tired of asking why.
Don't break down.
Yesterday, like I said, there was quite a few people that got in around. They went around Dr. Fauci's house and handed out the books that talk about how much of a loser he is. I love everybody's creativity with all this. It's absolutely awesome.
Who was trimming his tree?
Lock him up.
I don't know who was trimming his trees. That's right. I don't know where Dr. Locked Them Up is, but how about we lock them all up? And that's the whole reason why we're here. I've talked to a couple radio shows and news agencies lately that, everyone's so confused as to why we're here because mainstream or fake stream or whatever you want to call it says that we're here for mask mandates and anti-vax and this and that. And it's not. It's about what? Freedom. Exactly. It's about freedom. It's about the freedom of choice, but about being educated on that freedom of choice, which is where our doctors that have joined with us come in And then it's about being able to prove that there's no emergency and that we can repeal the Emergency Powers Act so that we have our Constitution back. So then we can hold all these dirtbags that, you know, people died on their watch for their financial gain accountable. And they don't like that word accountable.
Please, brother.
And that's where Dr. Lock Them All Up comes into play. That word, every time we've said it in front of any cameras, has just got nothing but blank stares, because accountability is going to be like an avalanche rolling downhill once it starts. Even into the media, which is why they are trying to silence us so bad. Even on social media now, you have to really search to find that we're still here. Lady
I'm sorry, I have a lot going on, man. I'm trying to get like 8 streams up here. Like,
that's how bad they're trying to
I see that there's only one person here, and I don't get it.
It's going to be really hard to keep it quiet.
This is the same morning meeting I go live with every day.
They can only say false narratives for so long.
Is it blurry? What's happening? What, like?
We don't give up. You know, this isn't about truck drivers. Everybody I'm talking to says, oh, this is a trucker convoy. No, it's not a trucker convoy. It's the people's convoy, right? The trucks are way outnumbered by all the folks in cars and campers and such, which is extremely awesome to me, because as I said the other day, I think everybody in the cars and the campers are ready to do battle. They're excited about being able to go.
I'm live on so many platforms, and literally no one's talking. And
that's right, light that fire.
what do you mean it sucks ass?
We called it the People's Convoy. This has nothing to do with trucks or trucking. Are there issues in that we could address at this point sometimes? Sure. There's a lot of issues in this country that we need to address. I mean, we're paying $5 a gallon for diesel fuel, for crying out loud. That's just absolutely ridiculous. You know, right, we got border problems, we have all kinds of problems, but the thing I started explaining to people is we all have that right and duty in the Constitution to stop a tyrannical government. But this isn't 1776. We can't go load our muskets and go in guns a-blazing and take over. I mean,
interesting. Thanks, guys.
A few of us would love that opportunity. But it's the spirit of 76, but we're doing it in a different way, and that's where the accountability comes in. When we get this Emergency Powers Act repealed and get our Constitution back, we can then hold them accountable, which is going to naturally take away the tyrants that are in the government, because they're going to have to answer for what they've done. And we've successfully at that point taken back over a tyrannical government without having to hopefully revisit 1776 just in spirit.
Nuremberg trials.
That's right, Nuremberg trials. And I hope the police officers, okay, that are blocking the roads understand that that's going to come back on them also, because just because they're following rules doesn't exempt the fact that they're doing something that's actually highly illegal. This shirt I'm wearing is actually a good friend of mine whose husband died in the line of duty a number of years ago, and she rode with me in the truck yesterday, and I had to grab her from jumping out the window at those cops for doing that, because she was not happy that that's how they're representing the badge. So hopefully they understand that message at some point, and they get tired of being yelled at by their general citizens for blocking the ramp, because I'm sure we've all seen a couple people yell at them all day long. But I hope that none of you are yelling at them, because they're doing their job, even though we know it's wrong. Don't engage in the police officers, because we don't need to give them a reason. If you go downtown, okay, pay the meter, follow the rules, don't give them a reason to pull you over, other than the fact that, you know, we're America-loving patriots, and apparently that's somewhat illegal in their eyes at this point, too. That's about all I have for right now. I know Trucker G wants to say some words here. Him and Mrs. G I've known for a while here, and they've been a big part of getting the word out on what we're doing here. They got quite a following on social media, and they're hanging tough here with us. They didn't even sure they were going to be able to make it the whole way across the country with us, and now it's 2 weeks into camping out here, and they're still here. So other than that, we're going to get ready when we're done here, try and get out of here about 10 o'clock like normal, and run that route I told you, 395 down 295, back to 95, 495 south, back to 270, make it a quick little loop today so we can get back here and enjoy our time together as this, I would say, small community, but it's turning into quite a large community here. Everybody's one big happy family here, and we're going to have a good time tonight. God bless everybody. Love you all.
Love you too, Mike. What do you think, chat? We got some big things going down here.
How you doing, guys? You guys hear me all right?
What's up, G?
You know, as you go out there today, I kind of want you guys to reflect on what it is we're doing here. I ain't got no voice. Is that a little better? All right. I just didn't want to spit on nobody, right? As we go out there today, I want you to reflect on what we're here for. We're all a bunch of individuals that have come together under the same cause, a cause for freedom. So remember, when you're out there, even though you don't represent just the People's Convoy, you're representing yourself as an individual, it reflects on the People's Convoy. So be very careful in your words that you use, because we already know the media ain't covering this unless it's negative. And it's going to reflect on all of us. Be really careful on your actions, because not only is it going to reflect on the People's Convoy, it's going to reflect on all of us. So when you go out there and you do something different than what we're here for, you're acting as an individual. But we already know that the media is going to pick it up, and they're going to blame it on us as a whole.
And it reflects on us worldwide.
And you're exactly right. It reflects on us worldwide. So I just kind of want you to think about that before you get up into somebody's face and you get in an argument. Usually with that guy that's arguing with you, ain't going to change his mind. You ain't going to change his mind. So why look like that idiot? Because the only person that's going to pick it up is the media.
No idea, guys.
And they're going to just show you acting like an idiot, even though you're right on what you're saying. So I just kind of want you to think about that a little bit, if you don't mind. Appreciate you all being here.
Do not engage with them.
Kill them with kindness. That's what I love to do. Kill them with kindness. That's the easiest way to say it.
Yep.
All right, appreciate you guys.
Thank you, G.
How many of y'all love America? How many of y'all love the Lord? Amen. Amen. I'm going to share a poem with you all and pray, but before I do, a few quick announcements. We had a person running for Congress who met with somebody. Can you hear me?
That's not any better.
That's not any better? Yeah, that's better. I like the bass.
Yeah, I like the bass too.
Some men got bass, some don't. Oh. Okay, anyway. So listen,
The quality way worse or
lady
what?
who's running for Congress, and your code is activated. So unactivate your code. While she's doing that, as you all know, history is not solidified until it's in print. We have a beautiful full-color print journal, commemorative journal that's coming out soon. We've had so many people in social media world to respond to it. You can go to americasconvoy.com, americasconvoy.com. If you're a writer, if you're a photojournalist, if you're a blogger, whatever you are, we would love you to join our patriotic journalism team. You know, we complain about media not telling the truth. What are we going to do about it?
Make your own media.
We have to create our own media. We've allowed the powers that be to undermine our own abilities and our own individuality. One of the Bill of Rights tells us freedom of the press. And it's not just for them, it's for the people. And one way to address issues is to write about it. And the internet is one tool, but it's so much information there that it can become convoluted. That's why we're going to produce a print version of the truth, America's Convoy. So hit the website, check it out. If you want to get involved, you can just join the list as well. It'll be coming out sometime in the next 2 or 3 months. I'm going to let this, I hope the security is still activated on this. It is not. What you got this 15 seconds? So I'm going to share this poem and pray, and then we'll end with this. I want the prayer to be the last thing I do. How many of y'all are familiar with rejection? Okay, let's be honest. How many are familiar with rejection? Okay, we've either been rejected or rejected others. And it was a time of my life to I experienced rejection I never expected. And out of that, this poem was birthed. And I pray it blesses you. Rejection. Somehow or another, I seem to uncover a part of me that creates a reason for another person to push that button of a form of retaliation, rejection. I don't know how I do it, how it happens. I just come to realize I'm alone again in that fashion. I mean, I know I'm never alone because he promised to never leave nor forsake me. Maybe that was why. Because he knew people would eventually vacate the space they shared in my life. Some would stay if I did things their way. They would gorge themselves about the things they love. As soon as I reiterate my purpose and my passion, that's exactly when it happens. Bam. Rejection. That's a clue. It doesn't matter who they are or what I do. Could be close to me or very far away. In fact, they could physically always be around. But in their hearts, they just hanging out.
I'm having really bad issues with bit rate right now.
Me down.
Why?
I'm tolerated, subjugated to a realm of nothingness. Crazy.
Oh, this is bad. I have no idea what's
I
happening.
seem to find myself okay at the end of the day. I come to recognize that they too are dealing with that issue in some form or fashion. They are vying for validation, affirmation.
Oh my gosh, the bit rate's so bad. Alright, okay.
We're all.
I gotta stop the stream. It's gonna start everything all over again, guys. I don't. Oh, this is too much. What am I doing, dude? I'm fucking up what little shit I knew how to do now by trying to do everything.
His son's death for me.
Bitrate's dropping to 340. How you guys don't even have a signal right now, probably.
Through Christ alone, I can yet love them. For I know
Is it? What have I done? I've gotten into fucking deep now, for real, and I don't want to hear this dude's stupid fucking poetry. They put this black dude up on the stage every day because he's their token black dude, and they gotta show the world that there's a black guy there. I know what the fuck they're doing.
Or be reverent by my soul. So it's okay. I'm a son of God. Not bound by this illusionary sense.
I see through their bullshit, man. I'm sorry.
Rejection.
They can't put good old boys up there for fucking 30 minutes and we're going yee-haw because then it looks like a fucking redneck Trump rally.
I come to realize the people he does want in my life.
Literally the only reason he's up there.
Him not choosing them.
They think they're smart. They think they're so smart.
I'm not rejected at all.
People see through this shit, dude.
By the beloved. And he has better plans.
And they not only do they see through it, they get tired of it, especially when they start doing it every day.
Them. Eyes to see just who I am. Now I see.
There have to be people there right now. They're like, come on, let's get on this fucking convoy on the road. Get this guy off the stage. They want to throw something at him right now. Just because he's black. Bet. They're just like, man, gotta get this black guy over here top pound down.
Thank you.
Thank you for that. We're going to say a word
That didn't
of
prove
prayer
anything to me.
and ask God for His grace.
Except for they're
on this
willing to do
Convoy, this
anything to
beautiful,
try to get more people
gorgeous
there.
Day. And as you embrace and understand God's love and perfect love for you,
As if there's not a white
never
dude that's
a
just
need
as
to be afraid
passionate
of
about
rejection. Do we have
God
another announcement
there.
here before I pray? Okay, I want prayer to be the last thing we do. You got it? Then I'm going to play this lady real quick. Here we go. You're gonna have to speak up. It's not loud enough.
I'll need a Bluetooth speaker.
And this thing says
Sherry
I'm at
O'Donnell out
1,000
of
bid. They must be
Michigan, She's
wrong.
saying that she's proud of us. She would be down here if she could, and she's still going to try to get down here. Dr. Sherry O'Donnell from Michigan. Let's give it up for her.
Oh, it's not wrong. Dude, I gotta, dude, this is gonna